Sheesh! I was about to
Finaki is
start.
looking for more power for the last 5 months. Party
Yo.
popper, party popper, party
Party
popper.
popper. Let's go! What's up? Let's go. Thank you so much, Kev, for the 5 months. Five. Already 5. What the heck? I still remember when you were telling me, like, you know, Twitch, fuck them. I don't want to pay subscription. And there you go. Bam. Already 5 months. Don't worry. This is not smoke at the moment. It's the lens that is all fucked up again. So let's go. Hey, Jack. Yo, comment ça va? Ça fait longtemps! Ça fait longtemps! T'as-tu manqué la semaine passée? Oh, on a starté le Charmin pour la première fois. C'est malade. Comment vas-tu? Bienvenue. Alright, guys, tonight, pretty chill stream. I don't know how long it will take. We're just gonna start working on a bunch of things. But to be fair, we're looking at getting our wheel spinning, actually, the rear wheel. So the idea is to basically bleed the clutch, see how it's going, if we seems to get pressure in the pedal, and if it seems to disengage the clutch. And yeah, we're gonna take a look at that. Maybe we're gonna go with even the brake fluid also. Fun fact, both clutch and brakes system are using the same fluid, so that's cool because we have that right here. And then we have to fill up the differential too, which we have oil provided with the brand new LSD unit in it. So basically we're ready to go tonight. We just have to put a bit of oil here and there, and yeah, that should be pretty much of that to get it running. So hopefully the clutch is gonna bleed by itself so good, but like it's always hard to tell with that type of thing, so we're gonna see. This is what we're gonna be using for the clutch and the brake pedal, the RBF 600 from Muttle. Really good thing. Only thing bad with it is that it has to be changed a bit more often. Usually, so like the reason they have to be changed a bit more often is because, first of all, they are performance stuff. They do resist a lot.
Open the garage door, you bitch.
It's not smoke, you bitch. What's up, NPV? Good evening, sir. We replaced my front caliper today. The old one was painted red, so it looks funny, but works. It's all good, man. On the BMW, I have a caliper that is rusty color because it is a jobber one instead of a real one, and it does work, so that's what matters. Hi, how you doing, man? We're gonna restart the car tonight for sure normally, but yeah. Oi, let's go!
Uses 42 is looking for more power for the last 21
Welcome,
months.
Alexi. Did you miss last week, man? When we started that thing? We're gonna start it again tonight, so it's worth staying around because it's gonna be crazy. Yo, hype train because of 2 resub. Let's go. I'm thinking that starting the week with a hype train. Let's go. Easy one. T'as vu des clips? Let's go, man. Ça va être insane. That's gonna be so violent, man. It's gonna be cool. We're gonna restart the car tonight just to test our rear wheel, if they spin or not, if the clutch is actually working or not. Dadu, what's up? But yeah, I have no clue exactly how it's gonna go on that point, since like I've seen plenty of people having to take everything out and reinstall the clutch 2, 3, 4 times to get it right. Twin disc clutch seems to be a pain in the ass to get properly seated in place. Hopefully we did everything right and it's gonna work, so we're gonna see that a bit later. Yeah, one thing is, I won't be running the car for a long time. Technically, we did one thing wrong on the first startup. We didn't rev it high enough. when you have a new camshaft and a bunch of new parts in an engine, seems like it's a good thing to run them between 1500 and 2000 RPM, which we didn't really do. However, having a chat on the side with Rag the Goose, who helped me start that thing, our fuel map was so all over the place that it wasn't even like it wasn't even possible to run it that high, because if we had a lean situation, we could have burnt a cylinder, which we don't want, obviously. So as a first start, not bad. We're gonna start it one more time just to test our clutch, but after that it's probably going to go to the dyno session that I hope, finger crossed, is gonna be by the end of September. Is it doable? Honestly, still a bunch of work to do. Major part being the exhaust line. Other than that, most of it is done, and in the next few weeks we're gonna be aiming at reassembling the interior, which is like a huge thing, and we're gonna be also looking at just reassembling the exterior here and work on the actual exhaust line.
Mr.
Let's go, another
Lee17 is
one.
looking for more power for the last 20 months. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. 20 months, holy crap. That's been a long time. Let's go. So we have Kev at 5 months, we have Alex at 21 months, and then we have Mr. Lee at 20 months. Holy shit, guys, that's crazy. Level 1, 93% right at the beginning of the stream. I'm thinking that, what the heck? An orange too?
Orange_skunk is looking for more power for the last
Oh my
6
god.
months. Open
It's
the
gonna
garage
be
door.
a running
Puppy,
gag for a while, I
NPV0
think.
quote. L question mark L underscore question
Oh
mark
my
L underscore
gosh.
question mark L underscore so smoky.
Yeah, it's smoky, but it's not in the garage right now. It's the lens
Did you know
that is
with
fucked
Amazon
up.
Prime, you get a free
Let's
sub
go.
every month?
What's up,
Any
Orange? Thank you for the
primers?
6 month, man. Let's go. We just got a level 2 starting on Monday. That's how we do it. Let's go. I love that. So yeah, so let's just start working on that. Honestly, I think we can get quite a good amount of things done tonight. Like I said, it's pretty chill. We're just gonna drop those kind of things. Almost sound like Flo. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Let's go, Mr. Lee, let's go. Bringing that hype train higher even. Let's go. Thank you for the 200 BDs. Should keep the BDs for the Friday night. You can get some action with those. But yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Let's go. So let's start putting some fluid in it. Look, it's not foggy, okay? Oh, I didn't reconnect the bot. I imported some new context sound clip and stuff like that in here. So let me just reconnect. At least I thought of it before trying to use the vocal command.
Hello there.
Hello there. Let's go. Do you hear the music at all? It seems pretty dull at the moment. And there was an update on OBS, so let me know if something changed, because like it feels weird at the moment. I feel like we don't hear the music much. There we go. That seems better. All right. Oh, and the actual mic. Hey, good evening, everybody. Yo, there's already a bunch of people in here in 13 minutes. I love that. That better, love that. Yeah, I think they did change a little thing. There you go, you. Boop, 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 boop. Dual side. Easy, but that's not supposed to look there. The cam is busted, confirm. I need to buy a new cam. The new extension helped, but the cam is still not super cooperative. 1% a minute, we love to see that. We love to see that. Wasn't our usual thing just a few months ago, so yeah. There you go, so that's the engine bay at the moment. Basically, we're gonna be working on this corner tonight, filling up the brake fluid part here and the clutch fluid here. which is, like I said, the same fluid basically. So that's gonna be pretty straightforward. And then we're gonna try to bleed our clutch with a vacuum bleeder, which should prevent us from having a second person pumping the clutch pedal, and should just make our life way easier with that. So yeah, that's gonna be the thing we're gonna start with. The only stressful part with it is that, why is there a people sex in my stream? I love that. So yeah, basically the only stressful part is if we have a leak at the clutch slave cylinder, which is inside the transmission. Well, technically in between the transmission itself and the engine, in basically the bell housing. If there's a leak there, we're starting to cry, and that's it. That's it for tonight. No, but like honestly, if there's a leak there, it means we have to remove the engine and go take a look in the transmission, which sucks big time. However, the only other line I've done in 3AN that felt like a bit sketchy to do is actually working great. So I'm really hoping that it's gonna be something that works great on that too. So we'll see in a few minutes. All right, am I breaking the cam? Oh yes, I will. If I'm not taking that up like that, still good? Nope, I just broke it there. Easy breaking. How was everybody's weekend? I hope you had an amazing weekend, guys. On my side was pretty good. Did a bunch of things. So I didn't stream obviously, but like, was pretty good. Oh man, that sound. The volume seems low a little bit. Let me fix that, hurt you. How you doing, man? Good evening. We started the Monday with a hydrant, so I cannot ask for more. That sound seems a little bit low. It's at 100%. Let's try that. Can you try it again, please, sir? Choo choo! Vroom vroom! That's not what a train does, right? That's way better. What's up, Texas? How you doing, man? Good evening, sir. Good evening. Thank you for the 30 biddies for that giant tick emote. That looks pretty sick. I love that. That sounds lovely. Lovely. It's lovely. I love it. Let's go. Just adjust it. Can you try your sound tracks, please? We're gonna see if I need to adjust that one too. There was an update in OBS and it seems like the volume changed a little bit on a bunch of things. So I don't know if they just, I saw that the UI for the audio mixer changed too. So I'm just like, maybe there's a few things that got tweaked here and there. All right, in the meantime, let me explain you a few things. So, cam's still busted. You don't see my hands. That's not supposed to be like that. I think I'm gonna order a new cam tonight. I'm getting tired of that. There you go, that's better. Woo! All right, let's go. So chill night tonight. We're gonna be filling that thing here, the nice little lovely Willwood brake fluid reservoir, and then same thing on the clutch right here, that's a little bit hidden. And the nice thing, the thing that we thought right at first when we did our thing, is this here. This here, you do see it, yes. This is the bleeder for the clutch. Usually it's inside the clutch, the transmission itself, just poking a tiny bit on the side, but our transmission is so like fuck for that car that actually we didn't had place to put a wrench in it and open up, like crack open the bleeder. So I did put a remote bleeder like this here that we're gonna use to basically bleed our system and have nothing to worry about. Like when we're gonna get oil here, that means there should be almost no air in the system at the bottom. That should save us a lot of time. So on that, Triaxis just came in here, dropped a big smiley, and is not even triggering his sound. Wow. So basically, that's gonna be pretty straightforward. We're gonna start with the clutch. That's the one I really wanna know how it is going on that. So we're gonna take the cap off and we're just gonna fill that thing quite high. And basically, let me just put it, I'm gonna let it off, but I'm gonna take a blue towel and just remove a bit of dirty things in there. Where's my blue towel? They are in the trunk. I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna remove a bit of dirt around it just because I don't want to make a mess and I don't want to have some dirt inside my actual fluids. That would suck big time. For those who haven't seen, I put a message today, but I'm not in the mood for some edging. Oh. I love that laugh. Is just the laugh of not a successful first cranking, but at the same time, like the laugh of someone who knows something good is coming its way. I love it. I love it so much. Volume seems pretty good on that one, so that's cool. That's pretty cool. So yeah, basically, what I was saying. Oh yeah, today I put a message on Discord. Honestly, if you have 2 hours of your life to spend somewhere, Mr. Lee, you probably already seen it, but like I wrote, I started to watch the movie. Mighty Car Mods are doing a movie every Christmas pretty much, and the last one they did is freaking epic. It was the one for this Christmas. Just watched it today, and God, that thing gave me a real good vibe. Holy crap, I want to do a 24-hour race with friends at some point in my life. Like a 24 of lemon in the US will be freaking awesome. All right, first of all, let's see if our actual thing here is leaking or not. Shouldn't be, it's Willwood, should be some quality stuff, but we never know. There we go, that's gonna be better. Yeah, it's awesome. Honestly, like it gave me some proper chill today, and just that means the will. Like honestly, if one day I get to a point, like I said in the Discord, I'm just repeating myself there, but like if one day I get to a point where I can actually have the chance to stream such an event like that, like a 3 to 5 days trip where I'm doing a crazy race like that, man, that will be the craziest thing in the world. Man, that will be sick, Hurt you. Imagine that, traveling, buying a car, like in the US, taking a week to modify it, make it compliant for the race, for the tech inspection and stuff, and then driving that thing for 24 hours. If we were to do that and just get a team out of the people on this channel one day, like I said on Discord, that will be probably the peak experience of my entire freaking life. That will be so good. Like I already imagine me and Micah doing dodgeting on that. Mr. Lee being there too. Kev could be there too probably. Like I can help with the driving part, but I will gladly be your race engineer. I knew you will jump in there, like data logging, and I think Roadkill channel went to the 24-hour of lemon. Yeah, they did with a Datsun, and that's why I'm thinking of it, because they did with the Ratsun, they called it, and I've watched that back in the days. It's been a while, I haven't watched some Roadkill, but them, the OG Roadkill was insane. I want to participate, real that. We have one down here in Florida called the Gambler 500 that I would love to do as well. The Gambler 500, is it like lemon cars or is it like actual supercar and stuff like that? Because I know there's some sort of a rally that I think it's the Gimbal something, I'm not sure, that is like something that seems a bit dodgy in terms of laws and stuff like that, and for rich people, but like any 24 hours of like Rust Bucket, Death Trap, it's shitty cars racing off-road. I freaking love that. I will prefer to do some tarmac attack, like some proper lapping on a proper racetrack, but even off-road stuff I will be down. Gumball, you ain't thinking of. You are thinking of, okay, yeah, fair. And yes, and Mystery, you're saying like Mighty Karmas are living the dream, but damn, the amount of work there is behind that channel, man, it's crazy. And like, I don't think a lot of people in the world are able to do that kind of stuff, to be fair. I can drive and I have an ass load of tools we can carry along for roadside repairs, man. That will be sick. That will be sick. Honestly, I'm throwing the idea out there. Like, if I keep going the way it's going at the moment in my racing career, it's still just for fun, let's be honest. But like, I'm probably on the edge with the channel, with the amount of race I am winning and stuff. I might be on the edge of being able to get some sponsorship. Some people get sponsors for less than what I'm doing, but at the same time, like I've already said, I've never been a huge fan of sponsors because I love doing my shit myself. So that way it just feels like I owe absolutely nothing to no one and I can just enjoy. Like if I say, hey, I don't want to do that, well, I'm not doing it and I don't care. But like at the same time, for that kind of things, getting a few sponsors in the deal could be something freaking cool. All right, I'm gonna grab our vacuum stuff here. That one, that here, and we have a full compressor, which should make it possible. Hobbies are how you find the career that becomes your life. When you do what you love for work, you never work a day, and I do agree with that. Even like, I mean, sometimes it will feel like you're working and all that, and it's all good, but like, I do agree with that, because like, my career in the cinema industry is so fulfilling. Like, I really, really enjoy every single day I am working in that industry, and it feels great, because like you say, you don't feel like you're actually working, you're just there enjoying. And like, it's also all because like there's quite a lot of challenge in that industry. I need to find a way to set it somewhere where it won't fall to the ground. There for now, there for now. And yeah, so you're always working on that, and like, it's really cool. What's up, Big Dave? How you doing, man? Hope you had a wonderful weekend, sir. They are a game changer, and they used to be like freaking expensive. I paid that one $20, 20 Canadian dollars, so pretty much $15 US on Amazon, and it has been tested by one of our friends in here, Cryo18. So he tested it first, told me, hey, it's actually doing the job, so I got one too. It's my Saturday. Let's go! All right, well, enjoy your weekend, sir. Yeah, right, okay, 30, damn. Used to be like between 50 and 100 here, which was like just a little bit too much for what I was willing to pay for that kind of things. All right, let's do that. So we have our bleeder here, our bleeder screw. We're gonna grab another wrench to also hold the bottom part, because this is basically a dash, like a 3N bottom part with a bleeder adapter on top. So pretty cool. Hopefully it's gonna do the job well. The remote bleeder like that wasn't cheap, but yeah, seems like it's gonna make our life way easier. That's working pretty great. And that just opening up like that. So the idea right here, let's try not to put some dirt. We're just gonna be using that, plugging that on top here while it's open. So it should be pretty easy from there. Boop, just like that. So that should provide enough seal for us to just put the compressor on here, and just by applying some pressure like that, it's gonna create a vacuum that should bring, you see there's already like all the brake fluid in here, so it should bring through that tube some fluid through the entire system. That should like give us such a good help for bleeding our clutch. If everything goes really well, it's gonna be bleeded right when we see that line really filled up with no more air, or almost no more air going through here, and that will mean like, all right, just close everything, top up the reservoir right here, and there you go, test the clutch pedal feeling. So that's the best case scenario. Worst case, it's dripping on the ground. Let's be honest, that's the worst case. But yeah, other than that, should be pretty straightforward. All right, don't break the cam, please. Cool. So let's see how it is doing. 3, 2, 1. Loud noise. All right, first try doesn't seem to work great, so we're gonna see how and why. What's up, Sam? I would say maybe I need to push the clutch pedal to open up the system. That could be a thing, so let's try it. So clutch pedal is staying to the ground. I heard some fluid being pressed, I think. So we're gonna go, we're still all good here. We're gonna go ahead. Could be cool if I was actually really well sealed in here too. Need a 13 mil, that was not properly tightened in place. I did quite a good cleanup also in the garage. That helped quite a lot. Feels way better not having tools everywhere. Could be way better, but still pretty damn good. There we go. There we go, that feels better. And with the clutch pedal open, let's try that again. I'm gonna bring a little bit more airline here. Yo, there's 17 people in here. Guys, you are crazy. You are amazing. Holy crap, I feel like the channel got so much momentum in the last few weeks. And that's really thanks to all of you for like just being here, chilling, having fun, chatting with me and all that. It's so cool. So if we were to do a 24 hours of lemons or something like that, what will be our team name? Like, we need to find a name. Not that it's for tomorrow, but you know, loud noise. All right, somehow seems like we don't get a proper vacuum out of it, or at least it's not taking any oil out of it, which is surprising kinda. Let's remove most of it. So the way it's done, basically you should be able to, once it's open, you should be able to drag a pressure out of that bleeder through that hole here and bring everything out. But somehow it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Like that thing should just be the only thing preventing it from Gonna pump the pedal a couple of times. Maintenant que ça roule pour quand sur la piste à plein poumon, à voir Danick, à voir, ça roule pas encore techniquement. Le moteur vire, that's it. Là, à soir, on essaie de faire tourner les roues. I will send you 2 pics on Messenger, but you must show them here. Can you do that for me from the garage? Yeah, sure. What's up, Hawk? He wants it. He wants it. I'm waiting. What's up, Hawk? Vinto and friends, written like that. Friends. I love that. There's no shot you did that. There's no freaking shot you did that. No shot. Yo, Hawk, how you doing? All right, guys, I need to pop that on screen. I knew you were having an idea there when you asked me the freaking question. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Even told Hawk at some point. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you what Drop La Sauce, so Sam in here just sent me. You're not ready.
Fan 727. Hi Hawk Fan 727. Hi Hawk Fan 727.
They are
Hi,
awesome, man. They are looking
727.
freaking sick.
Hi Hawk Fan 727. Hi Hawk Fan 727. Hi Hawk Fan 727. Hi Hawk Fan 727.
All right, we're gonna wait for that TTS.
Hi Hawk Fan 727. Hi Hawk Fan 727. Hi Hawk Fan 727. Hi Hawk Fan 727.
I know you didn't do it. There you go, it's done. Here, for the first time on this channel, let's look at some merch that I haven't done. There you go, that's what Sam just sent me here. So they are freaking sick. They are looking great. GTF is the company from a friend of us. What is LM? I saw it on your trailer too, Sam, and I'm not sure what it is. But there you go. And wait, you want to see the back of it? It's officially the first merch of the channel. I never had anything branded with the channel on it. And there you fucking go. My racing number plus the channel name. Holy crap, what have you done, man? Can we see a price tag here? Can't read on it. That's so sick. We're gonna be rocking those this weekend, my boy. Hey Alex, let's go. First time message. Est-ce que c'est la blonde à Sam? Je suis pas sûr. Let's go! Vinto needs merch. I've never done that. I don't even know where to look for. Hey, salut, comment ça va? J'espère que ça va bien. J'espère que t'as hâte à ce week-end. D'ailleurs, Sam, Alex, avez-vous eu des news pour ce que vous aviez demandé auprès du CA? Juste pour être sûr. Puis c'est un dossier qui n'est pas vraiment live auprès de personne, même pas toi, Kev. Fait que je veux juste un oui ou un non. Pas de traces vidéo de ce qui peut se discuter. So we're gonna have a freaking jersey, official team member and all that. I love it. It's so sick with GTF. That's insane. I love that so much. You had a maybe? Consider it a yes. we chatted about it this weekend. I had a dinner with the administration of the Delta, and we chatted about it and consider it a yes. So, oh my god, I just can't keep my eyes off them. Like, they are so sick. If I was to do merch, what would I do? Like, honestly, I've never done that. Never even thought of it. Holy crap, they are nice. Holy shit, that's so cool. That's so cool. I can't wait to get it. And we had our official orange Delta t-shirt for the national event, and also I received my national like early bird national t-shirt too. Evento hoodie. Oh my god, I need to take a look where we're going with all that then. I need oh, Flo could do some design. Yes, I need to get Flo involved into that. That will be so sick. That's also sick. All right, I will check one thing, and then I'm all back to you guys. Just a bunch of message in the actual Delta administration stuff. So I just want to make sure I'm not losing any critical thing while they are making sure everything is up to date and ready to go for this weekend. Because yeah, basically I'm gonna be there for a while. Man, so basically, if I do get it right, you have a jersey, Sam, Kev have one, Daryl have one, and I have one. So we are like a squad ready to rock and kill everyone over there. By killing, I mean just winning and chopping everyone, guys. Come on, I'm not killing anyone over there. Oh, let's go. That's so sick. Holy crap. What a way to start a Monday. Level 2 hype train as we start, then that. Holy shit. I'm also ready for that, baby. This weekend's gonna be awesome. Let's go. I saw Daryl today. Oh, wait, what? Daryl today, and he showed me his trailer but kept the merch a secret. Let's go. How you doing, everybody?
Always remember, you ain't first, last.
I love that. Let's go. What's up, Flutter? How you doing, sir? 20 people in here and we barely started working. What the heck is going on tonight, guys? All right, let me pump the clutch pedal a couple of times, see what happens with that. Mr. Pound, let's go. I took some time off this weekend and damn, it was good. I'm doing great. I went to the chalet with the girlfriend, had a good time with some racing friends, like racing club friends. I had the dinner yesterday with Kev, actually. We went, me, my girlfriend, him and his girlfriend, so the Anarchy in chat. We went to a Korean barbecue last night. It was super nice. So yeah, bunch of things happened. Oh, air bubble on top, that's good, that's good. Now, do I need to bleed it like the classical way of press, close, blah, 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 all that? Please tell me I do not. You like that one? You like the Tenja you're meaning, Big Day? Like, you know, I can do that when you guys love something.
Always remember, you ain't first, last.
All right. So if anyone has a clue how to bleed a clutch, please make sure you let me know, because I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Like the clutch pedal is not popping up by itself, which I assume is because everything is full of air. Bong smoke, okay, I see. It doesn't move for shit there. So I have no clue if I can get it to open. Could apply a vacuum, keep it like trying to bleed, and then activate the pedal. We'll see if it's working that. Fun thing is we don't have a lot of chance of damaging anything, doing anything like that here. So that's kind of Gucci. Please, go in there, sir. There we go, and we could just do that, plug that. Yep, let's try that. Intuition, let's go, easy. I need to show you progress. Huck, is that about the one you're doing at the moment, the crochet you're doing? That will be sick. Who's ready for Tarkov to wipe tomorrow? I won't be playing tomorrow, I think. All right, let's try that. Let's go inside the car and let's apply some clutch pedal stuff. Oh, is that some oil I'm seeing there? I will be out sick tomorrow. Love that. All right, good news is that reservoir right here just dropped and I have nothing leaking on the ground. So that means we have oil moving on. So let's keep a vacuum on it and let's keep pumping the pedals. Seems pretty good. Oh, first day of school. Oh my God, I have something for you there. Don't even think about it. It's not big enough for you to ask me to trigger the cringy little thing. Front cam. Talking about school, I'm supposed to start my class this Wednesday. It was annoying me so much that I was not even like it's disabled in the little thing here. Is it? It's not even this. Story time.
Hooray, it's story time. Hooray, it's story time. We're so glad to be with you. And you, and you, and you, and you, and you, today.
All right, now disabled. So, guess who's supposed to start teaching on Wednesday? Maybe, because we are Monday today. It's supposed to be where they welcome all the new students and everything. And happy wave, yay! And basically, I still don't have my schedule for the entire semester. I have no clue what day or evening I am teaching. I have no clue if my 3-hour class is gonna be on Monday or on Wednesday or on Thursday, depending on what I ask and everything. And so I'm just here like, what the heck, guys? How am I supposed to get my shits going if like I don't have any info? And I think it's stupid how we cannot get to have a proper schedule at least a week before like we start doing our things. And yes, you might be laughing and arcing out that I know you went to that exact college 10 years ago. And, and so today they told us that our semester isn't starting on Wednesday because they didn't have time to get everything like according to plan and ready to start on Wednesday. So we're gonna start next Monday instead. And I was like, how can you make such a decision only 2 days before the actual beginning of the semester? I was like, mind blown. And like it was not enough. At least that I can deal with it. Like that's okay. And I have a wonderful coordinator, like sharing the info, telling me a bunch of things, the reasons and all that, which are not supposed to be known, I will say. But like she's wonderful. She's really making an awesome job. And like on that side, she dealt with it really well. And she told us like, don't worry guys, it's none of your fault. And like it's a bit of some bullshit, but like we have to deal with that. And I'm gonna deal with most of it. So I was like, yeah, cool, that's sick. However, because that's not all, on the other hand, I went to start my little project, because basically in the 3D animation industry, what we do is that we have a website that's going to be used as a project manager if you want. What's up, Alika? So it's gonna be used as a project manager system. So you have like all the schedules, you have all the stuff, the task that needs to be done. You can assign people on the task and everything, and that's gonna be my task as a teacher. I'm not only a teacher, but I'm like the production manager on the project I choose doing. And for those who don't know, should involve Peach through that. So some of you watch Peach here and there on Wednesday and Friday. My project this year in 3D animation should involve some stuff for her stream. So you heard it here first. Let's go. And so that's breaking news right now. So it was worth the story time. And yeah, so basically that's a thing. And I went to go back on my project manager website that we had, like we had a server with all that. They didn't renew the freaking license for it, even though like I told them last February, I think, like a month or two after I finished my other project last year. I was like, hey guys, is it normal? Like I don't have access anymore to my stuff and everything. Like, could you please take a look at that? Yeah, we're gonna check that and all. Nothing happened. And now they told me today that we might never get back my stuff for the last 5 years that I had on there, which include a project structure that was working so well. And that pissed me off so bad, but so bad. Honestly, like they already deleted the server without doing a backup of anything. So they deleted 3 years of my project, like the actual files and folder for the project. And now they deleted the entire management system that I had in place over the last 5 years. That's where my teaching experience, like this is how it's starting this year. So yeah, hope the Tarkov vibe is gonna be amazing, because I'm gonna need to murder in my life. Honestly, damn, that's rough. That's not the greatest thing I had so far over my teaching experience. Yep, so that was pretty much my day today. As I was working, I was dealing with that through emails and stuff. So yeah. Am I impressed? Absolutely fucking not. So basically, if you didn't know, when you're teaching like that, like you have a part-time teaching job, you are usually paid only for the hours you are actually in class teaching, which means class preparation and exam correction, stuff like that, are not properly paid. They are actually like those hours you put there are actually dividing your paycheck. So basically, if I'm teaching 5 hours, I'm paid at a really good hour rate for those 5 hours. But if I'm putting like 5 hours on top of that outside of my lessons to actually like prepare stuff, correct stuff and stuff like that, well, it is basically my pay rate divided by 10 actually, not only 5 hours. So like that's how it works basically in the teaching I was industry, not industry, but like career and stuff. And so yeah, part-time teacher, that's how it's working at least. And so based on that, honestly, I'm considering having a debate with them about the fact that they should pay me for my class preparation, because they just lost pretty much 10 to 15 hours worth of stuff I did over the last few years to make something really great that was working fully through every sessions, like every semester. And I don't know if they're gonna say yes, but honestly it pissed me off to the point where I'm ready to battle for that, so we'll see. Taki murder is stress relieving. True, except when you're getting to that night where you keep dying and dying and dying and dying. But let's hope it won't be a thing at first. Even if there's gonna be a lot of people, nobody will be Chad, because nobody will have the actual time for it. Well, the time yes, but like no one will have anything like no max trader, no nothing, so it's gonna be cool. All right, let's connect that. Loud noise. Oh
Nice
no.
podcast. Open the fucking garage door.
Dual side. Dual side. Dual side. There we go. Focus voice. Focus. Oh, it's already there. Let's go. Easy. So it does take some oil in, which is good. However, I don't feel anything changing in the pedal feeling. Also, I have one little worry right now, which is my clutch pedal is not coming back by itself to the top, so it's just going straight to the bottom, and that feels kind of weird. So we're gonna see if I'm missing a spring in there, which will suck kind of, but like we'll see that later. I guess I'm gonna top the fluid there, and we're gonna see, because there's actually some getting in the system, that's for sure. But I don't know those Datsun how the pedal is supposed to feel at first, and if it's supposed to be a kick back top right away or not. So never like worked on it, never was a manual before while I was owning it. It was a manual from factory, but never since I owned it. So we'll see if the pedal we bought and everything, if we're missing stuff there. I love NPV just dropping by, putting some TTS, then going away, and then coming back, putting some TTS again, then going away. That's an NPV move right there. All right, let's try to keep going. Loud noise. Oi. this voice. All right, honestly, I don't know exactly what to think about it. At the moment, I have no clue if it's actually doing anything or not. So I'm gonna put that back on top here, like the proper cover here. And we're just gonna take a look if it seems like we are getting anything in our pedal system. Here, everything's great. Everything feels good there. We still don't have any sign of a leak or whatever in here, which is fantastic, because otherwise I will be crying. Let me check, my cell phone's over there. Gonna take a look underneath the car. So like you can already see, we went 2 times from the top to halfway down the bottle, the reservoir right there. So that's actually not a bad thing. Now let me check here, is it leaking anything? Nope. We're all good. Hey, I have kind of a look in it, actually, which is pretty good. But yeah, everything seems great. Nothing to say about it. I don't see anything leaking. Everything looks good. I may have a look to see if it's actually moving at all. So I'm gonna press it down. And see if it seems to apply some pressure on the clutch forks. Unsure. Let me grab a picture of it actually, and that should give us already a good idea. Do you see my bum sticking out right now? Hope not. Did that work? Ish. All right, let me do that. That's gonna be better. All right, that's a good picture. So I'm able to see my clutch right there, so that's pretty cool. Oh no, the cam is actually hiding it. Not too bad. So we have a picture. I don't feel like it's disengaging right now, but it feels like it's still full of air, which will make sense. But I just technically disengaged it, and I will see if it did move. All right, that should be it. No, if it did change anything. Seems pretty much the same thing for me. So I don't think there's anything happening right now in that clutch system. Well, I thought that could be an easy one tonight. Seems like we're gonna have some fun. Let's read what the internet has to say. Internet, it's now up to you. So, I was to T56 clutch bleed. Out to bleed in LS1 T56 clutch. My sleeve cylinder started leaking, so now I replaced it. It's all back together, and I was bleeding it with MITI VAC, so I guess the vacuum things, for about an hour, and it feels notchy about 1 inch up top of the pedal. I've always disconnected the line to bleed out the master, then bled the slave cylinder the old-fashioned way. Of course it helps, I've got the remote bleeder, so I can do that part in the captain chair unassisted. That's not a bad idea. So he's basically taking that bleeder where I'm plugged right now with the vacuum thing, and he's bringing it inside the cabin through the shifter hole. First, you make sure there is no air in the master, then you connect the line and bleed through the slave. There is a check valve in the line, so you don't get much air ingress. Huh. You really need to have either a remote bleeder or an extended bleeder installed to save any mess. An extended bleeder costs less than $20. We already have the remote bleeder. Syringe out the old clutch fluid. Don't need, everything's new. Fill the reservoir fluid with new fluid. Attach a plastic back tube from the bleeder and a container mounted higher than the slave cylinder. Crack the bleeder valve and leave it open. So let's take a look how to bleed. How to bleed wheelwood clutch master cylinder. How to bleed your clutch and wheelwood hydraulic master cylinder. He looks like a douche. Hopefully he knows this thing with the big V8 next to him, but he looks like a douche. Front cam. Front cam. Look at that. Look at that douche. I have no clue who that is, so I'm calling him a douche now.
This AN hose in on the radiator, and I also promised you guys I would start the car. Well, I forgot about something. So those of you that have been paying attention, it's the end of the playlist because today, totally missed it. So today, we're gonna do that. And if you're gonna do it at home, you're gonna need a partner. So
I don't need no partner, buddy.
Alright guys, if you recall, here's the reservoir we put in. We first put our master cylinder in, bone dry, and try and get stuff full. Cylinder. So I'm gonna wait a little bit, and then
It's not really clear. It's not straight stuff there. I want to know, how do I bleed my wheelwood clutch master cylinder to get where I think there will be trapped air in the pick here. If you look at the pick, blah blah blah. That's not the one I want. How to bleed clutch system. Let's have a look at that. Wow. Nice. Oh my god, the ads, boy. Let's see where we can end up with that.
Here.
5 minutes to go.
Brake fluid as the brake master cylinder. So yeah, this guy needs regular service too. These complete and consistent the clutch itself, bleed and flush this. So clean that up. This is the bleeder nibble. So this is what where you
I've done it on my friend's Miata, but it doesn't seem to be exactly the same thing. So we're gonna have a look at it.
Step on the clutch pedal of the air in it. It's not like brakes, where brakes you build up pressure. So clutch is different. Step on it once, open the bleeder, and then repeat. Step on it once, open the bleeder. So a secret a lot of people don't know about. You can what really helps you bleed the slave cylinder by itself. if you can imagine, this guy never fully gets depressed. So fluid and air gets trapped in the slave cylinder. You'll notice when you bleed the slave by itself, your pedal will firm up. So yeah, how do you do this? So one second.
All right, he's using quite a nice tool there.
This just captures all the brake fluid. So how do I do this?
Let's see what we do with that.
This, push this
That's where I'm out of my comfort zone right now.
open the
It's crazy, like such a little thing when we did all that.
come out. Back out, and do it again. Put
He's really working only on the bottom part, so it's the clutch system, but it's not like starting the actual master cylinder. Bleeding TR6060 clutch and Willwood, what I learned.
This is the Willwood 3/4 inch compact master.
All right, let's pop that on the screen because I think that one might be interesting. Whoop, I closed the actual lo-fi.
This brake is
Cool, nice to know. There we go. Not too loud, no, seems good. All right, here I'm gonna go with bleeding TR6060 clutch. And I'm gonna check what I learned. That's the guy.
This is the Willwood 3/4 inch compact master cylinder. And folks at Willwood recommended that I buy one of these to operate the hydraulic clutch with my TR6060 transmission clutch. And trying to get this little booger to operate the clutch was a 45-day-long affair, and I just absolutely covered the
Sir, 45 day, I can't afford that, please. Let's say, how about 3 hours? Two actually will be great. Let's not go up to freaking 45 days, please. That's not what I wanted there. I just want to get my chat back. There you go.
entire internet trying to figure out why in the world I couldn't get my clutch to operate. The internet is absolutely loaded with people who are having similar problems like these, who are trying to bleed a hydraulic clutch on a TR6060 and get it working and so forth. And I ultimately figured it out and got it to work. And the way that I figured it out, the solution that I came to, is probably going to surprise you. It definitely surprised the folks at Willwood. I spent a lot of time on the phone with Willwood tech support. Those guys were great, and I really appreciate their time, but if I'm calling a spade here, they actually never suggested what turned out to be the actual solution. I came to that solution myself and figured it out, and since I seem to be the only guy on the internet that has figured it out, I want to make this video and share it with folks in the hope that
I hope it's really worth it because he's giving himself a lot of credit there.
For me and make it an afternoon event for you. So we'll see. So I'm going to walk you through the process that I went through. Watch this entire video. Do not just watch the first 2 minutes and go, oh, okay, got it, and start ordering parts. Watch the whole damn thing. If you're
That's a
working on
good
one of these
YouTuber.
things. If you
Watch
don't,
my
you're just
full
gonna waste your
video.
time and money. So the first thing that I did was I had to get my braided line to go from right here down to the transmission. So I bought that little booger right there, okay? That is a 3/8 by 24 inverted
shaking a
flare
lot.
to a 4AN. You screw that little booger right there into the master, and that gives you a connection for a braided line, a 4AN line that then goes to the transmission.
Pretty
Now,
much what I did.
when you take this thing to the transmission, obviously the connection at the transmission is a factory GM connection. You're not going to just hook up a 4AN line to it, so you're going to buy another adapter. At least that's
Yep.
what I did. I bought another adapter here that gets us from
don't tell me there's
an
a
O-ring
freaking-
connection to a 4AN connection.
That's
this
what we
goes
have.
into your transmission, and then you just have hose ends that connect the two right there with your little braided line. So that's how I started, by getting everything hooked up. Once I had my master cylinder in the car and I had the line running down to the transmission, I knew it had to be bench bled. And you can do this one of two ways. You can either use the little kit from Willwood, or you can use your actual line that is running to the transmission. So I've got this one here just for the sake of, demonstration. So we take the line, we run it into our master here, with our master being completely full of fluid, and then what you then have to do is press on this thing and press it all of the way in. This is the super kicker here that you've got to make sure that you do. You have got to press on this thing all the way in so that you get all of the air out of the system. This can be kind of tricky because if you make the mistake that I make and you put it in the car and you push on the pedal, if you don't have it adjusted to where you push this thing all the way in and the pedal stops, you may not ever realize that you're not pushing the plunger all the way in. You know, you're leaving that last half of an inch on the table, and as a result, there's air inside of this thing. So that's really important when you go to bench bleed these things. You can either do this clamped right into the bench vise there, or you can do it in the car with the pedal. Just make sure that no matter what you do, that little plunger is being inserted all the way into it as you're trying to bench bleed it. Now, let me tell you something else. If you have your original, let's say that you have your braided line, okay, that's going in the car, and it's a 3-foot line, for instance, here, okay? Just pull this one out of the way. So you take one end of that line, you run it into the master, you take the other end of that line, you connect it right here. This is something that the folks at Willwood never shared with me, and I learned this through talking to another mechanic friend of mine. He said, Ian, when you're bleeding this thing, press it a few times and hold it and leave it held. Don't let up on it. And he said the reason for that, he said, you may have air right down in here in the line, and it's going to take some time for that air to move through that line all the way up to the top. And so what you want to do is press it and hold it. Let that air move. If you just sit there and, press it and you don't give it any time, you're not allowing time for those bubbles to move to the top of the line. So those are the two things that I want to share with you about bench bleeding one of these things. Make sure that you push that little plunger in.
He just threw his line on the ground. We heard it. He had a little smirk there.
All of the way, and if you're using a long line, you're not using little clear lines. Make sure that you give those bubbles time to move.
I'm gonna check my kit now.
At this point, I know I now need to bleed the system. I start looking around underneath the car there where the line connects to the slave cylinder. I don't see a bleeder anywhere in sight.
His setup is less clean than ours. Just saying.
No such thing. I get online and discover that some of these transmissions don't have bleeders. So I'm like, okay, great, what do? I do some more searching, and I find that I've got to pull a vacuum on the system to suck the air out of it. So what did I do? I ordered in a great big thick
its audio is not matched with his lips, and that triggers me out.
Right there. I basically just put one of the little adapters from my vacuum pump right over the top of it, and then I used my vacuum pump that I've had for years, connect the line to it, started pulling a vacuum on the system.
That means
and at the end of the day, I pulled about a 27-inch vacuum on this thing, and it got some air out of the system, and it got the clutch working a little, but not working good to where it would actually fully release anything. So at this point, I know I'm going to SEMA in like a week, so I go to the...
Oh no, we are on a bill going to SEMA a week ago and it's not running. Instagram ready, SEMA ready, hashtag. That's such a running gag, the SEMA build, honestly.
At SEMA, I tell these
If you
guys
never watched some compilation of, like worst things seen at SEMA, man, it's worth it. Go check it out.
Two bad pieces of advice about their own transmission. Number one is that a 27-inch vacuum to try and draw the air out of the system is not enough vacuum, and it's actually going to take more vacuum than that. And number two, they didn't actually tell me where to find the bleeder on that transmission. So at this point, I come back home, I order this vacuum pump that you see here off of Amazon, thinking that, this thing is hopefully going to be stronger. I get it in. It was not stronger. It actually had less vacuum than my old vacuum pump that you see right there. So at this point, I'm like, okay, I know I've got to have more vacuum. That's what the guys at Tremec are telling me. So I get online and I buy the Mighty Vac that you see right here. Pretty nice little vacuum system, little
that looks expensive.
Really nice vacuum pump, to be totally honest with you. Start pulling a vacuum on it. Again, I'm getting like 27, 28 inches of vacuum. The high dollar pump right there is not doing any better. I'm not really drawing any more air out of the system. The damn clutch still doesn't work. So at this point, I try something different. I ordered up one of these little boogers that you see right here, and basically what it does is allow me to clamp right onto the top of the master cylinder and seals it off nice and tight to sit there and draw a vacuum on the master cylinder. I thought, well, maybe that rubber block that I was using is leaking, and as a result, I'm not getting as much vacuum as I should. I spend about $50 on this. I send the other vacuum pump back. Same problem. Everything is exactly the same. I don't know what's going on. At this point, I'm like, okay, good God. I need to start with something that I know, like in, mathematics, is a constant. What do I know that I can rely on? So I say, I need to perform some kind of a test to figure out for sure what works and what doesn't. So I came up with an idea. I ordered in a -4 plug that you see right there. And all I did was plug the line coming out of my master cylinder so that at that point, when I went to go push on the pedal was easy to push, well then obviously this thing is junk and isn't working, but that's not what happened. This thing was working exactly as it was supposed to. I'd sit there and push on the pedal, and
My girlfriend bitching and dying inside in the other room because of that dude.
couldn't push
I love that.
because it was obviously making tons of pressure, but the fluid couldn't go anywhere.
I mean, let's be honest. Like, okay, there's stuff I'm not the biggest fan of, but like otherwise, he's bringing actual good explanation of his entire walk around, like what he did, why he did that, and all that. So I'm gonna give it to him. I just want to have like that 30-second at the end of do this, that, and it's gonna work.
At that point, I said, okay, for sure, this thing actually works. So at this point, I'm like, good Lord, what do I do? I know my master cylinder works. I've done everything I could do sucking the air out of the lines using 3 different pumps, vacuum pumps, as per the guys at Tremec. So I go looking a little bit more. And you know the spot where the line actually connects to the transmission with that little adapter right there? If you'll watch this video for a second, you'll notice that as I wiggled the little connection right there, just a little bit of movement, the fluid would come out right there. So I'm like, holy moly, what is going on here? So I take that little video, I send it over to the folks at Aeroflow, and I said, man, your fitting right there, what's going on? It leaks a little bit. I don't know if this is my problem or not. And the folks over at Aeroflow promptly did dick. They didn't respond to my email or my video or anything. So this is not an endorsement of the folks at Aeroflow. Their fitting leaks. They will not respond to my email. Don't buy their products. Go get them somewhere else. While we're sitting here talking about ordering all of these different things, this is why this entire process took so long, because I'm ordering 3 vacuum pumps and adapters and fittings and more fittings and everything, and you name it. Every time that happens, the thing is on hold for 3 or 4 days while I'm waiting on something to show up. This is why it took a month and a half to try and get things working, is because I'm just constantly
We're gonna go
waiting on all
check
this
if we
crap
have a
off of
leak there.
Amazon to show up. So at this point, I'm basically ready to go ahead and put insurance on the car and set the son of a bitch on fire.
I still need to do insurance. That's gonna be awful, but let's keep going.
However, I got online and I was doing some reading, and I finally found somebody on a forum that said, hey, this clutch and this transmission actually has a bleeder. The reason you don't know it's there is because it's actually on the top side of the transmission. It's not facing downward at all, so if you've got it inside the car and there's a transmission tunnel in the way, you're never going to see it. Now, thankfully, I'm friends with a guy named Stuart who runs Stuart Superior Transmission, and about 1.5 years ago when I was making my transmission tunnel, he said, Ian, put yourself an access panel into this thing so that you can access other places on the transmission.
It's a TR6060, so we don't have...
transmission out of the
Holy
car.
crap, that was
This
sick.
would make our life in the transmission business so much easier if you do that. So I did that. And so the first thing I did when I read that this thing actually had a bleeder was I pulled that little panel off the car, peered down in there, and
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. We don't have access to that. Just from my SOR, that's my brain. That's what I'm talking about. You want a good visual representation of why we have a remote bleeder? There we go. It's because we don't even have access to that. Like, the guy has a few inches left and right, okay? On our side, it's so close to the transmission that I cannot put even a ratchet to get in there to grab the actual thing.
So I call up my brother, he comes over, he starts pumping on the pedal.
He's a super sweet guy, I bet.
I reach in and start bleeding that thing. We did it several times, same way that you bleed a clutch. Just hold the pedal, open the bleeder, let the fluid come out, close the bleeder, repeat. We did that to the point where we were confident that we'd gotten all of the air out of the system, and at that point, we were excited to go ahead and see if we finally got this thing working. We pushed the pedal in, and we could feel a significant amount of clutch pedal pressure. So we're like, okay, let's see what happens. We fire the car up in first gear with the clutch all the way in, and so help me God, the rear tires are still fucking spinning. So at this point, I did what any good mechanical engineer / shade tree mechanic would do in this situation. I got in my hot tub with a shitload of beer and got good and drunk. And while sitting in the hot tub, I started thinking to myself,
All right, now he's my man. Right there, he's now my man. Basically crying and drinking beer just to forget about the pain of doing some mechanic stuff. Hell yeah, brother. I feel you there.
you know, Ian, this is so odd. We got all the air out of the system. We got clutch pedal.
Imagine his entire body full of clutch fluid in a hot tub, drinking a little beer, looking at you right in the eyes, Hawk. Right in the eyes, with a little candle on this side.
Pressure, and it's not disengaging the clutch. And that's when I thought to myself, you know what? I just wonder if perhaps maybe this little booger right here is not moving.
Booger.
You know, enough volumetric fluid. So I get online, I find on Will Wood's website, this thing moves 0.55 cubic inches of fluid, and I start doing searches to see if they have anything that moves more fluid.
Oh my gosh.
That's where things start to get really fun. I start finding that they do in fact have a high capacity clutch master cylinder. They make one in a 7/8 and a 1-inch bore. That one there is the 7/8 bore, and it moves 0.55 cubic inches of fluid, which is over 50% more
0.85.
fluid.
You.
So what did I do?
You fuck it
I
up.
ordered that thing, put it on the car, bench bled it, and then
That
bled it
thing's
down with a
fireful.
little bleeder, you know, and it actually works. So at the end of the day, it wasn't that I couldn't get the air out of the system, it was that the system was
What
the
is
problem.
that
It just
position?
wasn't-
He has holes in his pants right there. I do have on mine too, but like not in the crotch area. I think.
Now that big master cylinder
No,
that you
I'm
saw
good.
there comes in a 7/8 and a 1-inch bore. I went with the 7/8 to see if that would work. I figured if it doesn't, Amazon has free returns. I'll send it back at the 1-inch. I didn't want to go straight to the 1-inch because I didn't want that to result in having a clutch pedal that had very little movement to it and as a result, very little feel. So it works, and I'll prove it.
That's what we want to
I
see.
really hope that this video helps some folks out there.
All right, what have we learned now, guys? We can go here right now. Boogers is now my new favorite word. Let's go, Big Dave. Telepathy right there. Yeah, that car sounded like straight pipe and really tough. Honestly, because of the filter of the mic, like the compression audio and stuff like that I put in there, it's louder and stronger than the Datsun at the moment, but not so far off of what I was hearing in here. So honestly, not bad. So we're gonna have to probably take the freaking master cylinder out, which sucks a little bit, because we need to make sure we don't have air in that system there. Now, I do believe I have a 3/4 master cylinder, not a 7/8, but on our side it should be okay, because with our thing I went with what the actual clutch system was like giving me as a choice and all that. So we should be all good out of it. Now let's check. I had a bunch of document. I don't remember where I put them, so we're gonna check that. I have a line here, and maybe that's the tool I can use to, yeah, we'll be able to use that to maybe try to bleed it properly, so that's cool. Because basically I have different type of reservoir right there. Could have one with more capacity, but we don't need it technically. So I prefer the compact one and all that. So we'll see how that's going. Oh yeah, so that's the one going on top, and I will be able to do the loop with maybe a clear line actually, if I can find one. So we're gonna try to do that and see if we can get it to bleed entirely. That will be cool. Other than that, am I taking it out of the car or not? I think that will be the best thing to do, to be fair. So I need to disconnect inside and then remove the line here. I kind of don't want to make too much of a mess, but that will be the best thing, I guess, to do. And maybe I could try to pre-bleed the slave too by just like putting fitting a connection here with a bottle holding some fluid, because someone on the internet was saying that. So I could like bring some fluid through the slave already, then connect everything.
A guy in everyday Joe like myself.
What's up, little
Find
juice?
a little action.
A little action. Love that. How you doing, sir? Boogers. Oh no, you were there for that? Boogers. That's a funny word. Never heard that really before. So, but it is indeed pretty good. Better water, because like basically I don't have a clue if it's actually pushing far enough on it. So I guess I will be better to disconnect it like this. Like make sure we are actually having everything good there. Usually brake connection, I'm not too worried. Usually you feel everything, then you apply pressure and go all the way to the back, the further away from the master cylinder of the brake, and then you go all around. But again, I don't know if that's gonna bleed the actual if it's gonna bleed the actual master cylinder itself, but usually it does from what I know. I just never replaced one on a car, so maybe it was never actually like bleeding it, but just replacing everything. Let's go!
G10 is looking for more power for the last 31 months.
What's going on right now? Let's go! Thank you, Dad, for 31 months! Holy crap, it's been a while. And what's up, Blue? Thank you so much, man. Oh, stop it, you. How you doing, sir? Hope you're doing amazing. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. So, yep, I guess we're gonna be taking everything out and try to see if we can get that removed properly. That one was 10, was it? No, 12 or 13. 13. Dual side. Dual side. There we go. So I'm gonna go and disconnect that thing, I guess. And we're gonna be cracking that open. So we had a bunch of fluid getting drained into the system, so that's a good thing. But now we're gonna see if we're gonna be having any getting out here. Absolutely nothing here. The line is kind of dry. I think there was some down there, but it is kind of dry right now. So, oh yeah, there's a small bit of oil there. So yeah, let's try to bring that to the workbench basically, and we'll see how that's going, because basically we just need that here and to take some fluid out of it. Like make sure we don't have any actual leak. Either that or I'm disconnecting there. I don't want to assume that I have a full travel on that, but at the same time that means I'm clamping the freaking clutch pedal, and you know how I love to go under the pedal box. It's such a wonderful place to work, said no one ever. So let's see that. But at least we learned a bunch of things, so that's good. That's exactly why we're doing all that, to learn. Maybe that one won't be too bad. That's just what I'm telling myself, trying to believe. It's actually not bad, that one. I might be able to get it out pretty easily. We have a bolt in there, so let's take that. I think it's bigger than 13. I think it's a 14 on one side, maybe even 15. We're gonna check it out. 15, 14 on its way. So I have one bolt to remove, then I could basically go ahead and try to remove here with the two different things there. Oh yeah, that's true, because we have an adapter on it. Forgot about that. Basically an adapter, and that adapter could prevent it from going all the way down, so we're doing great. Well, that was indeed 13. Well, I'll probably bring something I won't need here, and I'm gonna be missing some stuff to get it out. What's in my way? Oi. Oh, it's the hood cable in my way there. You, sir, please stay right there. Oh my God, I won't have any fun removing that. You know this? You need it. For me, it's like, if that was a 12, that would be great. Up. Crazy Monday, yep, Anthony. We have winner with the GDI about timing chain. Attention à la dernière coche loose. Let's go! Fait que easy fix. Easy fix on the car. Makes sense. 240,000 kilometers and no timing chain worked done. Checks out. It's another 13. All right, wait for it, guys. Gonna try to unpin the clutch pedal, bring out the freaking master cylinder, and we're gonna get that done. 13 long should help. The 13 short is not there, so let's do that this way then. And from there, you should be able to take it out. No choice to lift head to be sure valves okay. Yeah, fair. Did some guys do something? I just saw you. Let's talk about boogers. It's booger time. Oh, you didn't saw the video. You got in here right after the video, Beetlejuice? Yeah, there was a guy saying booger every 5 words pretty much on the video to help me know how to bleed those clutch system. Because there's still some stuff I don't know how to do. So, got to learn. I'm gonna try a power tool. The position is so awful. Like boogers, yeah. That thing was a booger. That is a booger. Booger, booger, booger. That was pretty much the whole video. All that and him saying, I'm gonna be at SEMA in 1 week, so I need to get that thing running. And I was like, oh no, a SEMA build. Please save us. No. All right, I got it there. Now can I go and hold it there? That's gonna be a tough one. I hate that position. Here we go. Up. 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 And out we go. I'm sorry. Boogered it. I'm sorry I didn't think of it. I was like, oh, it's gonna be quick, but yeah, I'm in a small area there, so obviously it will be loud, and I didn't think of it. I'm a best streamer. At first, Big Dave, at first I read, not you're fine. I heard, you're fired. And I was like, oh, getting fired off my own stream. All right, that's where I'm at in life now. Still too loud. I got fired off my own stream, Hawk. I'm sorry. Packing my stuff and you know, gonna head back to a boring job. Right. No, you know why? Because the boring job is actually gonna let me get out and not have a job anymore. LOL. That's too long. So I'm gonna be back with more stream, more content soon. Well, that's technically if the girlfriend allows it. But we are discussing about it right now, and I should be back to give a solid push in September on the car, but like not full days like I used to do, but I should be back with a longer stream, like maybe some 5-6 hours a day, somewhere in the afternoon and beginning of the evening. You're not getting a loud noise for that now. I'm telling you right away. All right, here we go. Focus voice. I'm done. That wasn't that loud. Come on. Come on. All right, can we get that out? Whee! So there we go. That's our 3/4. Oh no, yeah, that's a 3/4 bore. So we're gonna go ahead with that and try to do something decent out of it. So let's go to the workbench. Front cam. Front cam. It's an Australian slang, for real. I didn't know that. Well, the more you know. You heard it here. All right, let's try to do that. And let's try to save a little bit of our oil because it's brand new and I don't have a ton of it. So hoping to be doing the actual, well, wait, we don't need to do that actually. I don't need to disconnect the reservoir right there. It's that I need to disconnect. All right, sorry, I'm drunk. Whoop, it's dripping. All right, let me bring you over here. Dual side. There we go. Look at that. So we are installed pretty well here. Now, if I was to do that, woo, we have actual fluid getting out. So what we need to do right now is loop that into here so that we can make sure we are pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is bring more fluid into that. So that means we already have some fluid in this system. We were actually like starting to bleed it, probably because we were having a vacuum at all time on the system, trying to bring it like all the way through, but we're gonna go ahead and put full that. Oh yeah, now with all that, it is actually dripping even more. So what we're gonna do is try to apply our vacuum line all the way through. So I won't be able to plug it the way it was, but if I can just find my kit to bleed brakes, which is supposed to be on top over there.
How deep indeed you? How deep? Like where?
How deep? Like really deep. How deep do you want it? That one. Nope. That's machining stuff. Yo, where's my actual brake bleeder, man?
How deep indeed you?
Ah, you got 2 times the same
How
on
deep?
low?
Like where?
Oh, we're losing everything there. Shit. Can I? Whoop, I broke the cam. What even is going on? All right. What was that?
So
Sleepy.
yeah, I have difficulties, but yeah.
How do you have difficulties if it's sleepy? Just asking for a friend. I know never go bang. Wanna bang. Wanna bang. All right, I need to find something, and I don't know where it is. I haven't seen that can in a while. Oh, it's right under there, I think. Holy crap, if it's there from all that time, I think it's right at the back here. Nope, that's not it. Look, far from that. Oh, I know where it is. It's actually with all my tools for brake. Right here. So the line is now disgusting, but it's gonna work, so let's just use it. Whoop. Like that. Like this. That's not really cool. That was a big dirt on that. Let's just clean it up a little bit. Have seen better days. So you see, that's what he was talking about. That big air bubble going to the top. That's what we want to see getting out of that system. Now we're gonna make sure we are actually pushing the thing. So the air bubble getting here. No more air bubble in that system. So we're gonna go ahead. All the way down. See, I need to make sure that air bubble staying in that line on top like that, and that's a big chunk right there. So that's a W right now. That's a huge W. There's there's a bit of particle of dirt that got in there. I might have to order more oil because now I just had a really small bubble, so I would consider that almost finished. No bubble whatsoever. So we're gonna leave it some time. They are here. I'm gonna release slowly. So that one's going on top with the other one. They're gonna fuse together. Now I'm gonna push them all the way back in the reservoir. There's a small one over there. Come on, dude. It's heavy to hold it like that. Right, there's a really small one. There's one here going up. There's one right here moving. Import trace, let's go! White mist, everybody, love that. White mist, never heard of it. So good. It's wipe time, baby. It's not done yet, right? Because I'm planning to play just a touch tonight to lose a bit more gear before wipe actually happen tomorrow. It's cool to know the actual date, not gonna lie, it's fun. One bubble trap there, but that one I don't think we're gonna be able to get rid of it. Oh yeah, right there. And we're done. There's no more air bubble through it. So technically, when I'm gonna be removing that, there's gonna be a touch of oil dripping out, but it shouldn't be too bad. 5.5 hours? Yeah, I have time to play a few. I'll be in to get my cheese clap. Let's go. That's sick. I won't be there at the very beginning. I'm planning to keep my beginning of wipe for Friday with bitbot. That sounds like an awful idea and I like it. Like, I'm thinking of it and I'm like, that could be fun. That could be actually fun. So I might start like fresh on Friday with it. So I might take, not on Friday, actually on Thursday, guys, Thursday this week, because Friday I'm at the racetrack. So it's gonna be Thursday night Tarkov. So it won't be as long as a wait. It's gonna be only starting 2 days late, so it's all chill. And yeah, so basically that's the plan right now. And with that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and like, yeah, have fun and just enjoy the beginning of wipe on Thursday. Then I'm out for the weekend for the national competition, where I could have had the chance to meet only Cow, who's in the chat, but he decided an RX-7 was a bigger priority this summer, so you know, he won't be there. He won't be there, but it's okay, I still love him. All right, well, there's that. Are we trying to make something over here? That could be a good idea, right? So let me go check what I have left over there, but we might be able to try to connect some sort of a reservoir or something for bleeding the actual slave and try to get it already started properly. So I think I still have one fittings left right here. So that here should give us the possibility to do what I have in mind. So basically we're gonna bring some oil into the slave cylinder, and from there we're gonna go ahead and try to bleed the clutch bottom system, which will be fantastic. Don't break, camera. There we go. So we are connected on the bleeder here. What I'm gonna do is put this adapter at the end of this line right here. Technically will be like that, yep. like so. I will try to find a piece of hose to put on top here with an actual thing to put on top there. Like that here could work. Like so. And bleed that thing down in the system. That will be cool. That won't fit, that's for sure. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to find something to fit on top here. Let me check that. Out of curiosity, does Twitch not have a mechanic or other related? Honestly, I've never found one. Mechanic, no, absolutely no. Like I haven't found anything related to that. And the only other thing that could be close is crafting or something like that. But there's like 100 people watching it. So, you know, if I have the choice between a spot where there's 100 person and a spot where there's 500,000 person watching, even if I'm getting lost at first in the 500,000 one, in the last few weeks with 20 viewers or so, we are probably close to the front page still. Like the algorithm might place us close to the front page, which helps quite a lot because we have like an awesome look of that. Look at my big shiny engine, and people will have a tendency to click on that if they're curious. So, you know, so that's my way of thinking about it. I don't know if it's the proper way, but that's how I'm seeing it right now. There we go. That one does fit there. That, and if we connect any source of fluid there, that could be cool. That one here, I really want to, I don't know if I can do that. There has been some dirt into my clutch reservoir, even if I took care of not putting any, there's still some that got in there, so we'll have to take a look at it. Here we're just gonna go with that, like so, and my idea here is to try to bleed that thing before putting everything back together. So even if it's not perfect and we still have air, most of it's gonna be oil, and that means it should be easier for us to make it work. So let's try that. It's sketchy, but it might work. There's no big chance of like messing that up, so it's worth honestly trying it. Can I not make a mess? Here we go, that should be plenty. Let's see if it's leaking. That's not the right one. That's the right one. Seems pretty chill. Now let's open up the bleeder there and see what it's giving us. If you find anything better, Triaxis, I will be curious to know. And there we go. Just like that, it's starting to pour down that. And now if I'm plugging back my airline there, like so, and activating that, we should see fluid moving. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it right now. Hard to show you. If you watch here, you might see some movement. Yep, it's working really great. All right, loud noise. I can see what's going on in chat, Yeet. There is makers and crafting, but you will get more traction in just chatting since there are more viewers. Especially mechanic categories doesn't exist yet. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I already made some search for it and all that and never found something that seems appropriate for it. So that does make sense. All right, we had a tiny leak down there, so that might help it. It's helping, but it feels like I'm not getting enough fluid down there. Like this is not falling fast enough in there. So let me try one more thing here with maybe that kit right there. That could help it. Need to watch out because there's engine oil in there right now, but I just want to see if I could get that clamp on top. Because if so, that will be freaking fantastic. And I think the answer is yes. Yep. I could basically go ahead and apply pressure on it to bring it down to that. And that could be a way to do it. That could work pretty well. So right now I'm not pinched anywhere and it still doesn't work super great. And that's maybe because this is not applying enough vacuum on it. But again, at this point, it's hard to tell. Let's go check underneath, making sure that we don't have a leak where the guy had some. So let's do that. Trying not to make an oil mess anywhere. Like so. Now I'm gonna go underneath and have a look. Oh no. We are leaking, but the good news is I don't think it's in the transmission. Let me have it look. I think it's around. Is it? Is it, Phil? It's not you for sure. Oh shit, don't tell me we busted the line. All right, we're leaking somewhere. Maybe the line, the handmade line, got pinched in the process of installing the transmission. That is no good. Let's remove that. We are basically throwing our fluid on the ground at the moment. So that's why the vacuum's not working great. So let's remove that thing here. Wait, we're making a mess everywhere. I should be wearing gloves also, by the way, guys. Brake fluid is not good for your skin, so let's put some gloves. Hey Danick, qu'est-ce qui arrive? Basically, il y a un leak quelque part. Je me demande si la ligne s'est pas faite pincher en installant la transmission. So the leak is outside the transmission, that's for sure, but it seems to be our custom-made line, and that could be really, really bad. I think there's a chance we are able to swap it without having to remove the transmission, which is the good news, technically. But yeah, we shall see. I'm gonna bring the empty bottle here. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna do this, where I'm splashing oil freaking everywhere on the paint. That's not great. We're gonna make sure we take care of that. There we go. Let's remove it right away. Anyway, that car's gonna see some fresh stuff later on, but yeah. Beauceron mécanicien, si jamais tu as besoin d'aide. Ah ouais? S'appelles-tu Jeff? My name is Jeff. All right, let's see. So if you want to see, guys, what's going on. That here was not there when we started, and we just saw a drop going down there. So yeah, see that little darker puddle right there? That's all brake fluid. Un peu, ouais. Pas vraiment besoin de son aide, je pense je me débrouille plutôt bien. I think really we might have just pinched the line while installing everything. So could have been better to have no line in place and gone with actual but we didn't have the choice, to be fair. But it really feels like that. So, you know, at the beginning of the stream when I was saying we're gonna get it started tonight, guys, and see our wheel spinning. We might be looking at the goal of the week to get that thing fixed. Lol. All right, let me do a flatbed out of my chair just so I can roll easily underneath. I will try to bring you with me, actually. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Let's do that. So basically, what I'm looking for right now is anything around here. So we can see there's oil now on that, so I will need to clean that for sure, because it splashed and it dripped alongside the edge here out of the actual thing. So I really do believe that we're gonna have to take the line out here. So I don't think you can see that really well right there. Wait, I'm trying to show it to you. Yeah, so basically it was all the way around here on that edge. So we're gonna see what we can do out of that. Gonna take everything to clean where it dripped, because brake fluid is really not good on paint and stuff like that. So we're just gonna make sure everything's okay. And yeah. No, I'm saying that, but it seems to have started even further up there. That's our remote bleeder, actually. It's not even the line I've done myself. Is it? No, it's not. Oops, sorry, I'm hitting the cam. I'm trying to avoid having drop in my face because I was looking at the wrong one there. It's our remote bleeder that was leaking down here. So we're good. We're actually good. It was just leaking at the top, I think. Hey, that's really nice. That's some good news. So I'm gonna refit the bleeder properly on top here, and we're gonna stop messing around with stupid things like that. We're gonna try to do it the old-fashioned way. And like I said, we can maybe bring that remote bleeder inside the car and do it like the guy said he did it, and that could work. Just a little booger, you know. All right, so but that's really good news, actually, like, because I thought it was at a place where it pinched, but actually it's leaking from the top of the line and it's the remote line, so that's good. That means there's actually oil moving up there. So we should be okay to, oh yeah, I see where it dripped basically. I'm gonna check it again on top here, but I think we're gonna be good with that. I need to remove that at some point too. So let's remove the gloves for now. Even though I could have kept them just for the time I'm gonna be down there trying to actually clean a little bit. I'm stuck. Damn it. Up. Up. Whee. So that's cool because that means we didn't leak also inside the clutch, which will be bad because we don't want that to contaminate our clutch system. But it seems like we got it working pretty well. Dripped all the way down here, but outside of the actual bell housing, so we love to see that. All right, scene one, take two, fight. So if I'm watching from the top side here, yeah, I can see where that was actually leaking, and we should be all Gucci. I don't think it was crushed anywhere down there. We're good. Pretty sure we're good. All right, worst case, I'm gonna take that out and just make sure we are actually 100% good. But for now, front cam. We're gonna take the cam out. We're gonna reinstall our master cylinder. Dual side. So we're gonna go ahead and reinstall that in the corner here. So we have our adapter for it. So we're gonna make that sure that we are getting that done, and should just replug that. That now we can remove this part here. Do that, do this. So we did bring at least more fluid in there, so that should be even less intense to actually bleed it, which is pretty cool, because the more oil we have in there, the faster it should be to bleed it properly. Now, question is, am I already bringing that inside the car, or am I going already into, like, am I plugging everything, or am I bringing the bleeder right now inside the car? I could just replug my stuff here first, I guess. As I said, there's just a little particle down there I would love to remove from the system, because there's one that is slightly bigger and I don't appreciate it. Sound weird, I know. All right, you know what we're gonna do? Let's do things properly. Might feel like we're not doing a lot of progression, but I prefer that and do it once, then have to do it twice. So what I'm gonna do is take that out, put the oil back into a bottle and fill it with fresh one. I will need to find a way to filter that one here. I think I know how I could do it actually. Have some paper filter for when we are doing some paint and stuff. So I could maybe grab that and try to filter it out. Let me see if I still have some actually. I think I do. If it's not in that one, it should be in there. Right here. No? I want something to filter my oil. Feels like that old joke of people filtering their engine oil to be able to reuse it. Let's just do that for now. So basically that might put back some air into our system. That way I should be able to actually go ahead and grab. Whee! There's just one particle I want to get out of there, and I just can't get it properly out. That sucks, but we're gonna get it. I know we are. Let me just clean that thing here and it should work. There you go. That, and now if I'm doing that, almost. How come it didn't work? Maybe I need more oil actually for that tricks to work. So basically I'm just trying to grab that, go ahead and take the particle out, and that did work. So that's our contaminated oil. That did work on that side too. I'm having a leak now. Whee! All right, let's go back. So we're gonna do it one more time, trying to make it fully clean with fresh oil. No dirt in it. There we go. And with that done, everything here is just air. So just to give you an idea how intense that was, it's quite easy to make that thing not being bled out again. But it's not that bad. It was really one big bubble, and now it seems good. I'm gonna be able to actually set it against it now. One bubble there. So we're just gonna leave it the time to move up right at the top here, and our next pressure will set it free into the reservoir. One small air bubble there. Right here, let it go up. And now I'm happy because I don't have big splooge of dirt into my actual system. There we go, we have one air bubble here, so I'm gonna try to help it a little bit. So it's right here. I'm gonna wait until it gets to the big one on top. The more time you spend on those. Can somebody give me a hi? Hi, yeah, what's up, Micah? So the more time you spend on those things, guys, those details, the better your system will feel afterward. We're bleeding a clutch, Micah. We're bleeding the master cylinder. I had to take it out, so I had to work underneath the car and all that, but it seems to be perfect right now. It's all Gucci, no more air bubble coming out of anything. So there we go. We can now go and reinstall that inside the car. Can I get a oh yeah? I love that sound. I I don't know why they are like the only thing I've ever had issue with working on. Yeah, I mean, we just watched a guy saying 10 times the word booger, which I never heard before, and that was pretty funny. And basically, he was saying he had 45 days of work to get a setup similar to ours working properly. So I was like, not really what I'm looking for, if you ask me. So we are hoping to get better result with the help of that guy that was doing a SEMA build. You would have laughed so hard because he was like, I need to be at SEMA in a week. And I was like, dude, you don't even have a freaking like working clutch in there a week before SEMA. What the actual fuck? But you know, just SEMA things, I guess. But he gave us some good information. He was a bit weird, but Hawk was not really happy watching it. So was the Anarchy, his girlfriend. But you know, he glued his car together with Booger's Fair. If it rolls off trailer, hashtag SEMA ready. Oh shit, so we are. Hey. I mean, the engine's turning on. It's not working great, but it's turning on. So, I mean, at this point, we are more than SEMA ready. Holy crap. Easy win. Don't fall. I just lined up the fork. All I have to do now is to push it in place. I will need to grab it somewhere else than there. There we go. So like I said, with the adapter, I need to be conscious that it might not be actually going all the way through. That should pretty much work. Now it's the freaking seal that's hard to push in there. That seal, man. Let me try to just put a bit of lube down there, because I know it's really tight against the firewall, that rubber bushing, so the lube is welcome in that part there. Lube is welcomed. I need to make sure I'm not pushing that down there. How am I going to make it happen? I'm gonna take a piece of towel actually, and I'm gonna soak it in lube and use it as a paintbrush. Just like so, so I didn't get a single drop inside my system there. Just like that, and it should help pushing that through the firewall. Oh, you want to see, Micah, one of the best things we saw tonight? You want to see something freaking epic that I was not aware of and that someone did? Like, honestly, legit, top tier type of things I could never think of right away. Let me show you. You're gonna love it. Are you still there, Micah? You better be there. Oui, oui, tabarnak. You're not ready. I will show you the official first look at some merch I never ordered. Sheesh!
Micah32 is looking for more power for the last 15 months.
15 months! What up, my man? Thank you so much, Micah. Thank you so much. Oh, you missed the entire intro of the stream also. We were chatting about eventually read my message in Discord that I put there. One day, a 24-hour of lemons with people from this chat, the OG people in here. That will be the most insane experience of my life. Now, look at this. My sub thing has been over 2 years. It's been under a year. Sometimes it comes out of my card, sometimes no. Oh no! Shit happens. Look at that. This is a jersey that Sam Droplasos in chat made. This one is for me, and this one is for the Anarchy in chat too. And you know what? Look at this. This is officially the first ever made merch of the stream, and I wasn't even involved into it. Like, Sam just went on and did that epic thing for us, and I'm gonna have the first VNTO TV branding on something, on some sort of merch. It's freaking insane, man. So, and we're gonna be wearing those at the Canadian National event this weekend, and you can be sure I'm gonna bring that in Nebraska, in Lincoln, Nebraska, in 2 weeks. Holy shit, how cool is that? That's freaking sick, man. That's freaking awesome, and I had to show it to you. And again, as I said, by the way, Mr. D said he would love to get involved if one day we're doing 24 hours of something out there in the US with the stream community. He's a guy with who I'm racing. So is Kev, but he said he will more be in the mechanical engineer team more than anything else, because he cannot do like super long run at the racetrack. So but we're starting to basically build, just for our own fun, a team of 24 hours of lemons, which will be freaking rad if we get that done one day. And that's all about like the message I posted on the Discord today. I was rewatching some mod commas I missed in the last year, and their Christmas special 2-hour video. Honestly, Micah, watch it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love every single minute of it. It's freaking awesome. I'll get some seat time tomorrow. Training start now. Let's go. I think I'm gonna get some too. That's why I'm not too worried about Tarkov right now, and hoping it's gonna be slow at job, because on my lunch breaks I'm gonna be actually doing some seat time in the sim racing. Oh yeah, tomorrow you're getting some real IRL seat time. That's true. I'm so sad I couldn't make it for that. There we go. All set there. That's gonna be awesome. Best of luck, guys. If it's raining, because I think it might be, don't forget, practice the drifting. I probably still have a video of the drifting actually happening in here. Yo, it's already 9, what the heck? What happened to my evening? Let me check if I still have that. Wait, what? Okay. 69 sub on YouTube. Nice. 69. Nice. Let me check if I have it like not too far. Is it here? Yep. When you're trying to drift a non-drift ready car, it's quite funny. Look at that. This is me trying for the first time to drift the BMW in the rain, and it's really not made for that, and even in the rain it's quite grippy, so you will see what I mean by that. It's swinging so hard left to right.
Let's go!
Let's go! Non, c'est ça, puis au final, il y a encore moins de friction, fait que ça devrait être correct, ben honnêtement. Hein. Let's go! Oh yes! C'est clean, ça, c'est clean!
At the end there, I lost the front totally.
Let's go! Let's go! Select! Oh no! Yeah, boy! Yeah!
There you go. That was my first time trying to really properly drift my BMW. And gosh, that was a weird experience to do that with that car. One day I'm gonna have a beater, a drift beater for sure. It's so fun. It's just so fun. All right, let's install our part once and for all. So here we're all good right now. So before plugging that again in there, what we're gonna do is basically go ahead and connect the pedal inside just to make sure it's actually lined up, because otherwise it's worth nothing to connect it. So I need that, this, and that's gonna be the painful part of the night. Or maybe not, because the length is already good. So it's already going in there. Let's go! Just need to reconnect that. I love drifting. Drifting is so nice. It's expensive though, IRL. I love it in the sim racing because it costs nothing, except the sim racing setup, but once it's paid for, you don't have to worry about it. All right, let's grab our power tool again. Let's connect that. So the clutch pedal is gonna be pinned in. Like so. Up, up. That's drilling. So we know our master cylinder is gonna be now good to go. I want to bring probably the clutch input also to the car, to the ECU I mean, just to get it basically as a signal that could allow me to do some launch control type of stuff based on it. But we'll see at this point. I might just have a launch control made in the actual ECU, like as if I'm under, that's not drilling. If I'm under, for example, let's say, I don't know, 5 kilometers per hour based on the VSS sensor. And then, oh man, hard to get there. Like, yeah, if I'm under, like, let's say 5 kilometers per hour, clutch in, that could be the signal, so that's why I would love to have it. Otherwise, I could probably do it with anything. I could make it work probably with anything else. Come on. Where's the bolt? I can't find the bolt. Ow. That was loud. Worst position to work on. I hate it so much. Damn, I hate it. Don't worry, guys. Won't be that long that we're gonna keep going. No, I have the space to bring you in here with me, which sucks a little bit. But the only thing you will see is actual pain. So you're not missing a lot. Why is it not going? What do I have in there? Why do I have a 12 mil and not a 13 mil? That explains it. Huh. Gotta put the good socket if you want it to work. That's a good idea. I was just looking at it spinning on top of the bolt and I was like, what the heck's going on? But there we go. So let's take a look again at that. That's not the good side, that will be the good side. So I need to go back up there. There we go. I still do believe that I'm missing somewhere a spring, but I'm not sure. Maybe once the clutch is gonna be properly bled, I will know what's up with it. But for now, it's hard to tell. All right. Back at the back. Let's go with that little mess in there. Like that. More paper towel. Like so. Let's grab our 13 mil again because we need it here. Seems like I bring it somewhere else, like here. There we go. And there we go. So this is fully done. And now we need to press the clutch, open that up. Press the clutch, open that up. That's gonna be a 12 mil up there, I think, and a 10 on top. Yep, pretty much it. My 12 mil is right here. So with our remote bleeder right here, that's where it will be cool to be too. That's basically what I need to do is that, and then close it again. So that's where the guy was doing it, inside the car. So what I'm gonna do for now is close that, and I want to check something over the internet, because that's important to know your things. Front cam. Front cam. What's up? Why the scream? Just for the sake of it, I guess, which is fair. We can allow that. All right. Let me check that out. Right here. First of all, my first question is, should a clutch pedal go to the floor? It should offer resistance as you push it toward the floor and stop of the actual floorboard. When you depress the pedal, you should also be able to engage gear. However, if your clutch pedal goes all the way to the floor and you can't change gear, there's definitely something wrong. That I could have bet. Should a clutch pedal So what I think, hear me out, what I think is right now the pedal is going all the way to the floor and it stays right there. I need to bring it back manually to bring it up, but that's because it's not actually opening up the slave cylinder that will press and press on the clutch fingers and release the system. So that's why I think it's staying to the ground, but when it's gonna be properly bled, it's gonna start moving back up by itself, just because when you're gonna release the clutch pedal, the fork will actually press against the slave cylinder and push it back, which means fluid will move back up and push the pedal all the way up. So that's what I think I should be expecting here. And right now we are not getting that, but that's because we don't have the entire thing properly bled. Now, from what it said, from the guy we were watching that was saying a lot of weird things, but like actually sharing knowledge, if I was to get that remote bleeder inside the car through the transmission tunnel, which should be doable, I could potentially go ahead and bleed that myself in the car, following the press, open the bleeder, wait a few seconds, close the bleeder, release. Press, open the bleeder, close the bleeder, release. And that means I could do it the old-fashioned way by myself alone in here, instead of having someone pressing the pedal and me opening up and going up and down on the pedal. So that could be a way to do it. And I really think that might be the best way to do it in our case. So we're gonna go ahead and try to do that, and we'll see if we're going somewhere. If we could at least tonight get that done, that would be cool. Because I feel like I've done nothing in 2.5 hours, but actually like we took the full master cylinder out, and just that, it kind of impressed me, because like it's the kind of job that usually you're not getting done really easily, which proved the fact that I did think about my build to have the possibility to maintain it pretty easily. And that here means a lot to me, because that was the main idea right at first when we started the build, to have something, yes, modified, but easy to maintain, kinda. Like there's gonna be weird things, but we want it to be at least a minimum, like at least a minimum easy to do. Or, you know, just volunteer flow. Yeah, honestly, I mean, yes, but no. The idea is also not to, like, if it was really like, hey, can you get it here right now at 10:30, at 9:30? Nah, not the good time. But like maybe another night, yeah, sure. But the idea is not to bother her with that build also. I don't want I don't want that car to become a burden for her too. Like, not that it's one for me, just want to clarify. But like, I don't want it to become like some sort of task she has to do, absolutely. So at this point, because like the remote bleeder is basically attached only at the rear of the block, so I should be able to get it out pretty easily. So what I'm gonna do is release the car from the lift here, just bring it down a little bit to have a bit more access to it. And then we're gonna detach that and bring it all the way up, push that into the car, or maybe just with the bed. I'm gonna be able to push it in there. So here, seems like it's gonna be a 13 or something like that. I'm not that considerate sometimes. Yeah, I mean, in my case, it's been like a full year-long project. If I was to ask her every time I could have like took the hand of someone, like some help from someone, it would have been like something that could have maybe pissed her off. I'm not saying it would have, I'm just saying it could, and that is not the idea. So yeah, I want her to still encourage me in that project, not the other way around. Not like, why are you still focusing on that car. I'm tired of hearing of that car. She probably is already, but I can't wait to see her drive that thing for the first time. That's one of the things that's gonna be freaking insane. I can't wait for that. So the cool thing is that technically if I bring that inside the car and then bring it back here, that's gonna be like perfect for what we wanna do with that. So let's go. Cause like that's gonna be the whole purpose of the actual bleeder, remote bleeder we put in. I'm gonna disconnect the laptop for now because it's been in there for a while. I don't need that to be connected for so long without being used. Because yes, the laptop is sleeping in the car at the moment. So that when I'm gonna start it again, I'm gonna have everything I need in there. That was sync. Not so much on that one. We're gonna stay there, use the flatbed, jump under there. I'm gonna try to push that there. Now, let me brake the cam one more time. Oh, I'm already in the good one. And I'm gonna be bringing that to the side where we're gonna be able to see myself push that inside there. We just heard that I broke it. There we go. Oh, come on. Don't tell me it keeps disconnecting and reconnecting. Yeah, we shouldn't be too bad now. 25 feet extension for a reason, you know? There we go. So what you're looking for at the moment is over there, the shifter, you want to see the bleeder go through that hole there, and that should help because that means I'm gonna have the oil getting out here. I'm gonna be able to be in here and press the pedal, release it, press release, and at the same time be in there actually like opening and closing the bleeder. The vacuum bleeder should have been working from now on, that means, but still. Let's do it the proper way. So, I'm gonna go under the car and try to push that. Hopefully it's really, it was really only one thing maintaining it in the air, but I think so. I don't remember putting more than one thing. It does seems like it. That was a bit of oil right onto me, which is not the greatest thing. That was a screw. Can I get it out there? Out of that? That's the question. Not even sure I'm gonna be able to bring it towards the rear there, because it's too close to the transmission tunnel. Like, as you can see, I'm almost able to go. Oh yeah, no. Well, forget about it. Huh. Well. That was not the plan. I can tell you that. But now I won't have the choice but to assume that we are going to bleed it that way. But now that the master cylinder is out of there, can we maybe then get it properly done? Oh ho ho, guess who just discovered a new engine oil leak? Also, I think I did. Yep, fresh engine oil leaking at the front there. And I think I know from what. That sucks. And I have to take a look at that, but I think our oil pan is leaking at the front. Or maybe from there. Maybe I have a little leaky leak on my weldings, which I thought could have been good in the first place, but we'll see. Fuck my life, and I have a leak there too for sure. All right, we have a bunch of leak. See, that's what we're gonna have to take a look at before dyno happens. Honestly, let's be honest, dyno might not happen before the last event of race and more in October itself. Gonna have to take a look for that. But right now, I definitely found at least one, maybe more leak on the front of the engine. Front cam. All right, let's move that out. Right here, like so. That's luck. Let's push that up. We're having fun on it, and it's Monday. Yay! I mean, stream was fun. Had a lot of chatting today, so didn't like progress that much, but hey, I prefer to discover that. I knew it would be a chill stream. I thought I would have like done the differential feeling and stuff like that. Seems like an opers, but hey, there's worse than that. Oi, I'm gonna go further down. Reconnect my remote bleeder, I mean, dual side. So basically my remote bleeder is right here. I just need to find the attach, which is here. I'm gonna go all the way up. One thing funny, usually you can leave those bleeder open and let it bleed from gravity through the night, and like sometimes it does work for your clutch system to be operational for the next day. I've already seen that. They did that on my BMW at some point when I bring it to the garage, and I was like, oh, okay, and they were like, yeah, there was no way we get that thing bled, and we just left it open for the night with a proper like shit ton of fluid on top of the reservoir, and it did work. And I was like, well, important part is that it worked, so I'm all Gucci with that. All right, please, can you just start threading into the engine block, sir? Here we go. Like so. That way we should be good to have it in there. We really spent all day removing. We're working last week's work. I feel your pain. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, at the front, I don't know. I think it's pissing oil on one of the aluminum welding I did for when we patched some of the bung at the front, so I don't know. Have no big clue about it. I could put the old one, but like, yeah, if it's leaking at the actual reservoir, not reservoir, but like at the actual oil pan going with the front cover panel, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. Because that means I will have to trust the actual gasket more than anything else. And it won't have worked properly, and that will be sad. we go. Well, I think that's gonna be it for tonight. It's already getting late. Don't feel like I've done much, but at the same time, at least we figured a few things out, and our master cylinder, which can be a pain in the ass to bleed, is bled properly. And I have no doubt about that statement there. So that's pretty cool. I went to work on the Toyota, got stung by a wasp in the engine and rage quit, and I'm gonna get some bee spray. Oh, that sucks. What's up, Hawk? You want me to stop streaming? That's what you're asking for? This is a message from Midnight. I've been good as boy. Cheese stacks tonight, Dad, please. Oh my gosh. Who knows? Maybe a chip stacks. Who knows? Front cam. All right, guys, on that, I'm gonna leave it there after a little 3 hours of work that bring us somewhere without being far. I thought we will fire that thing up tonight, but seems like an opers. Well, we're gonna leave it there, and I will try to figure out what I wanna do with that and see how we're gonna be actually getting that. It's not written like that, but close enough. I know exactly what you mean there. Let me write it properly. There you go. That's the real way to do it. So guys, on that, thank you so much again for being here. Holy crap, it's been amazing. Thank you again so much for the support. A lot of resub tonight, which I appreciate a lot. And I'm gonna catch you tomorrow night probably to keep going on all that and get something working ideally. That will be cool. Having a clutch pedal, that will be sick. So yeah, let's see that. And otherwise, we're gonna start working on reassembling the interior or something like that if I can get it working. So have a good night, guys. Love you all. Bye-bye.